Stay cool.
This is a Thor News presentation. Hit the button, baby. Thor News presents...
Brexit.
Red line!
Party dance time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come clean and let you know that for about 2 weeks, I've been extremely depressed and felt semi-hopeless. If you combined the economic data with the weather data and add in the fact that not a single government on our planet is making any plans for long-term solutions to the problems we face today, that is extremely doomy. And that means our only hope rests in divine intervention or artificial intelligence intervention to the positive side. So right now the odds are not looking so hot. Now in this era where everybody likes to think they're a genius and everybody likes to think they have all the answers, what I'm going to tell you may come as a shock. The dollar, like pretty much every currency in the world, is a fiat currency. And fiat currencies are backed by the full faith and confidence of your government. There have been 33 fiat currencies throughout the history of mankind. They've all collapsed under their own weight. When the government or king prints too many, it goes into a process called hyperinflation. And in hyperinflation, everybody's a billionaire. And bread costs about $10 billion. And so I've been watching the markets. And whereas consumer confidence is at an all-time high, the mental state of America and the world seems to be at an all-time low. It's like 9/11 every day. And Democrats and Republicans are fighting like cats and dogs over everything. And so we are seeing explosions in Bitcoin and explosions in the markets. And let me tell you, currencies can break to the upside. And so this looks like a hockey stick, man. Let's put it in some perspective. The Dow Jones has been around 1896, I believe. And so it took 104 years, I think it was 1999, for the Dow Jones to break 10,000. I mean, the Dow Jones was still at 3,930 in 1994. That's only 23 years ago. And so since the low of 2009, when it hit 6,626, it's almost just continued to go straight up. And from almost a year ago, it's almost up 5,000 points. And so I imagine at some point, unless they want the currencies to collapse, they're going to have to cool it down. Because this thing is literally hockey sticking straight up. And so some people can celebrate having Dow Jones 24,000 in a world where our government has national debt negative 20 trillion. But I'm telling you, they're scary signs. If you combine on top of that the $1 trillion worth of severe weather and flooding damage in the United States, and the 50 million people who've been displaced out of their homes in Asia due to floods, the fact that we are arguing over anything right now is insane. And it just feels like there are no plans for the public for the future. In a hyperinflationary event, which has happened 33 times before in the history of mankind, it happened to France before Napoleon took power. It happened to Germany before Hitler took power. It happened to China before Genghis Khan invaded. But never before in the history of mankind has it happened to a global reserve currency, which the petrodollar is, or the dollar. So these are scary days indeed. And I would imagine that they have to cool this off if they don't want it to break. And so if we saw this go to the downside, we could definitely see it drop from 24 to 6,000 again. And that knowing that Americans only own 25% of the stocks in our American stock markets. The rest are owned by outside interests. So one quick stock market crash could withdraw $30 trillion of resources out of the United States in a very short period of time. So it's all a scary setup. So, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it hit 10,099, and then it didn't hit 15,000 for 14 more years. So the fact that we've gone from 15,000 to 23,000 in 4 years is scary. So, I don't know, man. I'm doing my best to keep a sense of humor these days, but it's harder every day. Peace out. God bless everyone.
They're shit in the bed.
Wait. Why is this line going down? Oh God! It just dropped 400 points! This is not happening. Dear Lord, I made a horrible, horrible mistake! Shit! It's dropping more! I want to take it back. How do I fucking take it back? Sell, 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 sell. Too late. It's all gone. I've just lost my entire life savings. Shit. I think I'm gonna be sick.
E-Trade. Sorry, you can't take it back.
Stay cool.